who was with the guys and has been abandoned for 3 days to die. Please listen to me. This is King David, a war hero who has fought battles and things like that. The guy has been left 3 days without food or water to die by the Amalekites. But unknown to them, that was the key to David getting to them. David used wisdom, spent time with the guy. He said, give him food, give him water to drink. They take good care of them. Why? Because that guy has some information that David needed. Always be very careful, because some of you sitting down here, that's why I said, watch your behavior and attitude. Because you may not know, you may be sitting in this church, you may be getting married to somebody's nephew, somebody's son, somebody's what, neighbor, somebody's, you may not know. I was talking to someone today, the other day, and I said, you know, I'm looking for some people, you know, people are looking for church. I said, these days, applications don't cut it. They hire only by referral. This is a bank message. They hire only by referrals. If someone who knows someone says, please go to Evelyn. Tell Evelyn, or Evelyn is in it. I say, Evelyn, please, can you hire for me? Because, are you understanding me? Then you just put some paper there, it's just formality. He's got a job. That is how it is. You may sit in this church, you think people are watching you. Somebody has a nephew who's maybe looking for a wife or something, or maybe looking for a husband or something. This guy I've watched it. This lady I've watched it. Your attitude. Or someone can come in here, maybe one day sees, who is this person? Maybe talk to the person. This lady in the church, who is she? What does she do? And then, there are people talking behind you don't even know. There are people seeking information about you. You don't even have a clue. You don't know. Someone came to the church once, maybe saw you. Who's that? Sister, who is that? You see, you may not know. So be very, very careful. Your attitude and your behavior. It can destroy your chances, or it can open doors for you. So in David's word, and the analogy, he took time, gave the guy food, water, spent time until the guy has fully revived. And then he asked him, where can we find these Amalekites? The man has information that David needed. There may be people who have some information. They will never be king, and they don't need to be king. But you need their information to become a successful king. You need something from them to become successful. They don't need what you want. But even with the guy, he has to what? After he has eaten their food, and now he wants to cut a deal with David. He didn't give the information for him for nothing. He cut a deal with him. He said, if I give you this information, you are not going to kill me. You are not going to hand me to me. So David made a deal. That's some smart African brother, right? Don't take my information to be king and then you forget to make a deal with me. So thank you very much. Please, I know there's a lot of information over there about Esther. And if God can use somebody like that, he can also use you. Right? You see, you are too young, and sometimes some of you talk more about the disadvantages that you have in life. Well, my father didn't have that, my mother didn't have that, nobody. Please, what they didn't have, you have. Opportunities they never had, you have. Make the most out of it. If it is school, please go. If it's a career, pursue it. Set higher goals. Life attracts life. I'm telling you, life attracts life. So those days after I'm sitting for a rich guy to come, it doesn't work. Don't forget about it. You become rich yourself. Desire. Earn respect from somebody. You hear me? Don't put pressure on here. You force him to be buying lotto tickets. Amen. I know he won't buy lotto tickets. Well, you buy them, right? Sometimes you buy them small.
Let's work together.
He's an insurance guy, this guy. If you marry him, your car will never have an accident.
Full coverage.
Even your teeth will be insured. And your hair. The wig will be insured.
Oh.
About
The weed.
about
Your
the
weave,
goals,
your braids, they are all insured.
about
Yes,
your goals, don't they have to be realistic and one step at a time, and not just jump
that is a
into
relative thing. Realistic, what do you mean realistic?
achieve
Can you define?
big? Okay,
No, the
because
thing is you draw your goals, your plans.
you know you can only.
Nicole, are you with us here? Did you hear what the question is here?
No, I didn't hear the question. And I prepared myself for what you were about to say.
What was I going to say?
I don't know.
She said prepare. Make you ready.
Okay. Okay, ask the question again.
Well, you said that we have to have goals and all that stuff, but you know, don't our goals have to be realistic? Like, you know, you can't jump from like having a certificate to a master's degree. You have to go through the steps. There's no way of overpassing a bachelor's to, you know. So, well, we were having a conversation and we were talking about, you know, in a room to a house, and I was just saying to Hilda, I wasn't trying to be mean. You know, I always think about like, you know,
You asked the question.
yeah. So, you know, don't you think that goals should be realistic? That, you know, you can't just jump from like point from A to Z. You have to work on each step, you
Of
know,
course.
in a timely manner. You know, your life is gonna give you as much opportunity as you need. Wherever you reach, and that's where you can go. And you know, it's gonna beat me up.
Yeah, anyway, thank you very much. Yes, of course they have to be realistic, but the thing is, for me, a goal is not a goal if it is not what? Something
Something that you can get.
that you can get that also separates you from others. You see, your goals, you know, the end result should what? Set you apart. Not, you know, like pompously or arrogantly apart, but making you what? That you can, when you are there, people see that this is what? A visible sign of what? Hard work and what? And achieve. Determination, you know, and achieve. You'll never quit, and you persevere and you die. Right?
Right.
Lauren?
I was just going to say something.
Uh-huh.
All goals are realistic, to be honest. I mean, you're not going to set something for yourself that you know you're not going to achieve.
They are
Goals are
they
always realistic.
That's true.
No. Listen, she's saying something that is very relevant. To be honest, I agree with her. You see,
Probably
point is, oh no, you are wrong. You are wrong. Lauren, that is great. That is good. That is very, all goals are what? Realistic. Because why? All goals are attainable. Depending on what? The sacrifice you are ready what? To make.
Dedication.
Right.
You see? And the effort and the persistence and the determination. But unfortunately, thank you so much. Unfortunately, there are so many people who are just quick to quit. If you have that quick to quit attitude, you will never what? Achieve no goals.
Pastor, what I'm trying to say is that it's realistic, but not in the time frame that you're putting it. Like, it doesn't happen overnight. You have to work towards it.
No.
and
That's why I
do
say
each step to
sacrifice
reach
time.
to-
Yeah, step by step.
So that's what I was trying to say.
Good.
That it's
Let
it's
me
not
say something
realistic
here.
in that time frame that you're putting it.
Yeah, let me say something here. I went to visit a sister who was in the hospital somewhere in San Bernardino. It wasn't Kaiser. There was a hospital
Melinda? Or
in San
not
Bernardino.
Serena?
I've forgotten. I've been
Serenity is in
not St. Bernardino, but it's a big hospital
One on
over there.
Pepper.
Denver. Oh, Arrowhead. Are you thinking
Maybe
about
Arrowhead, I don't know.
Yeah, you might be
But
thinking about
it's a big new. So I went there and I went to visit a sister who was sick. So she was in the hospital over there. She's a nurse. So they told me she was there. So I went to pay her a visit. And when I was talking to her, she said, "Oh, do you know that the one who manages the hospital is from your country?" I said, "Oh, really? Give me his number. I wanted to invite him to church." And then the sister started telling me about this guy's story. This is a guy who came to this country, illegal, right? And then worked, did some classes and became a CNA. Took some classes, got an LV, and then became an RN, right? and went on get his bachelor's, got his,